that we have stayed here together with you, and you realize that there's no activity going on currently. We don't know what the plan is, because as we speak, the EC officials are still seated here, the police are around, the NPP executives and agents are still around, and we have also been here. It looks like they want to play some kind of a game, because after the press conference of the national chairman of the NDC, we expect the EC to respond to it and withdraw this particular illegal exercise and call for an emergency IPAC meeting. We've been here several hours after that press conference, and we have not heard anything. And so we want to draw the attention of the people of Ghana that we do not support this exercise in the first place, because we have been told by the Electoral Commission and the NPP that elections are won at the polling station. What are we now doing at the police station? Do they want to win at the police station now? This place is a training center for detective officers. And that is why you all see that it is the CID boss who has been in charge of the place. And she's taking direct instructions from Bossman Asare. We're here, she showed her phone communicating with Bossman. Does she work for the EC or she works under the IGP? And so we are saying that this exercise must come to an end now. Let everybody vacate this place. If the Electoral Commission has anything to do, they should call for an IPAC meeting to resolve whatever issues that there is. We are going to continue to be here, even if it will cross to midnight. We'll be here, and we won't allow anybody to continue with this illegal exercise. We wanted the media to have this on record, and that's why we called you today.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this facility belongs to the CID. And it is also strange that the police officers deployed here are controlled by the CID boss. A while ago, she wanted you pour out, you the media. What it means is that I didn't want Ghanaian people to see what they are doing here. The pink sheets that they are bringing here for recollation or whatever it is are not in ballot boxes sealed by any political party. They are pink sheets that are in, they've wrapped into bags and they are sleeping with it, coming out every day and said the EC copy is authentic, accept it, to redeclare and collate. Our business here, I've seen Facebook and everything, our business here is not about the NDC. It's about Ghana. It is about every individual's vote that must be protected. Every individual's vote that must be protected. People who have traveled long distances with their family to go and cast their one vote, and that one vote must be protected. And I stand here to say that the NDC is desirous and have the will and energy to protect every single vote of every Ghanaian. And this is why we are here. I want to ask whether the chairman of the election security, Dampari, whether he's aware that the CID boss is using her facility together with Bossman to conduct this illegal exercise. Already yesterday, 3 constituencies were declared for the NPP, including one that had already been declared for the NDC. Today, what was planned was to declare more that have been declared for the NDC, and planning that tomorrow they go for Greater Accra, things that have been declared already. I don't see why people should sabotage Ghanaians, their fellow Ghanaians, in this way. Election must be won at the polling station, and all Ghanaians know who have won at their polling station. And each of these votes will be protected. We will stay here and ensure that it is protected. Everything that is being done over here is illegal. And I think my chairman General has said, all security officers that will be engaging in this will be sanctioned. He has said it in his press conference. I'm just quoting again. Will be sanctioned. We are saying this because this is a crime and must not be added. Some illegal orders must not be taken. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand what we are saying. Ask the EC where their pink sheet come from. Why is it not in boxes? We seal things. Why is the NDC not informed until we discovered that this facility exists? Thank you very much. Madam, we want to talk.
Well, a Ghanaian family and the international community, Nswama are desirous, just as we are, that this election will end peacefully. Madam Jemensa said it is finished when she declared for President John Dramani. Our question here is, what are we doing in a police station, CID training center, where Madam Faustina acted as though she is the National Women's Organizer of the NPP. In 2008, results were declared. Results came through the fax, you remember? And mysteriously, they disappeared. And there was refaxing of results from certain constituencies in Kumasi, where if the voter population was maybe 80,000, the ballot count was about 120,000. If you all have that institutional memory, remember 2008, we voted thrice, the first one, second one, and third, because they fell short of some numbers. We want them to know that there shall not be a repeat of 2008. We want the right thing to be done. EC officials, you cannot bring us pin sheets that are out of the box. You cannot be robbing us, cheating us, and ask us to keep quiet. That will not happen. We will not sit down for you to, overturn the verdict of the people. If you succeed other years or previous years, this year you shall not succeed. We are now appealing to the IGP. We want to know whether they're in charge of security or they're in charge of elections. We want to know if the center is electoral commission center. If it's not, then anything being done here is illegal. Recollation and re-declaration of results that have been declared at the polling centers is illegal. And Madam Jemensa is the arrow for presidential. You're supposed to have declarations at the various constituency and collation centers, not bringing constituencies, Tepa, Bankranso, and what have you, Obuasi East. And that Obuasi East is also very interesting. If you see the video of the time that the declaration was made, the MP, the outgoing MP, signed the results. He signed it himself. He was standing by the EC, the NDC, the incoming MP for Obuasi East was also standing there, and declaration was made. So you've made up your mind to now try and redeclare constituencies that have been declared. Let nobody call him or herself, or we are Democrats. That's what I heard from the micro minority leader, what's the name, Afenyo Market, saying, oh, they are going to even audit the presidential results. We want you to know that we are not animals, and we are not going to sleep. So for the peace-loving Ghanaians, we are here rather to protect the our democracy. You cannot use the police, you cannot use Madam Faustina, the CID boss of this training center, to bulldoze your way, to do illegal declaration. In fact, the exercise itself at this center is illegal. So we are asking that they should stop. Let the emergency IPAC meeting come on, Madam Jemensa, if you mean well. Do so, because what you are doing here amounts to illegality. And I think that for me as a woman, we've been through this. It's been days and nights without sleeping. It's because of our children. It's because of our sisters. It's because of the aged. People went out there to vote. I saw pregnant women in the queue. I saw women with babies in the queue. I saw old women in the queue. I saw people living disability queuing to vote. The Ghanaians have spoken loud and clear. We will not allow anybody to change that verdict. Any pink sheet that is not locked, sealed in a ballot box, we shall not accept it as a political party. Thank you very much.
Straightforward. My colleagues, they have said it, but we want to put it on record. You might want to understand the brain behind our rejection of reprobation. The law is very clear. The CI 127 stated very clear about how collations is conducted at the collation center. Now, when they finish collating the results and you are not satisfied, what you do that you can ask for recollation at that point before the returning officer declares it. So, but as soon as the returning officer declares the results, you don't have any right to ask for recollation again unless you proceed to court. It's very clear. But what we are seeing now is that a returning officer declares results, then Electoral Commission, in connival with NPP, are now calling for recollation in a different jurisdiction. That is clearly illegal, and we're not going to respect it. That's why we told them what they did yesterday with the Fantiako North was completely illegal, and we are not going to respect any bit of it, because the returning officer declares the results, and at the time he was declaring the results, the so-called deputy returning officer was standing by him, didn't say anything. But yesterday he came here and stood here and said, because my returning officer is not there, I'm also declaring. And I thought the security here should have arrested him, because this was an imposter, a criminal, who should have been arrested and put behind bars. But what we are saying is that it's like crime is being condoned here and abetted by the same security who are supposed to be arresting criminals. This is what we have seen, and we are very clear in our mind that. And I'm happy my national chairman, in fact, the winning national chairman, that all police officers who have found themselves culpable in these dastardly acts will be prosecuted. They will have to answer questions. And you saw it when the bailiff was here to serve another how to go by unlawful orders. If somebody gives you an unlawful order, you are trained to defy it. A bailiff is an officer of the court. He arrived here to serve somebody, and the security were preventing him from executing the order. What is your order? Your verdict on it? Your cameras were capturing them. She was sitting down here giving orders, asking that they shouldn't serve it. When it became clear that they were ready to serve the gentleman, she ordered that the gentleman should be escorted, and police officers were escorting another out. What is your verdict on it? What is their interest in that? Today, because NDC has won, if NDC has lost, and I'm saying this, these people, they would have bundled me somewhere. That is their behavior, and we are saying we have to stop it. That is not the economic Ghana we all envisage. We said rule of law must prevail, not unlawful orders. That's unlawful orders they gave today. And that is why my national chairman put it in his press conference. He put it, you saw the press conference today. He indicated it and mentioned the DCOP that she should be very careful with her behavior. It's becoming one too many. She's too interested in this political arena. And that is not the Ghana we are envisaging. That is what we are asking.
No, wait. Thank you very much for thanking what you have said here. This message still go to you, the media. Please go and educate the people the reason why we are here. Not only from us. Do that.
Up with us the CI 127, the law that governs elections in Ghana. We're talking about recoalition and how things are illegal or perpetuated here. We all know the reason why we are all here. Elections are conducted, yes, true, and won at the polling station. We do appreciate that they accept the fact that the representation of NPP in the election petition in 2012 has taught them that lesson, that elections are won at the polling stations. That is true. They mentioned that if the result that is collated here is not in the box, they would not accept or they would not agree to the fact that these things be done here. Let it put it on record. It is by law. If they go and read CI 127, Regulation 39, 3B, all political parties are given copies of the pink sheets. All political parties are given copies of the pink sheets. What are the reasons for giving political parties the pink sheets? Is it that they knew that today they will be standing here to say what they are saying? That is why they have organized their people to go around and destroy electoral materials, forgetting that copies of these materials are given to political parties per the CI, as I quote. In CI 127, Regulation 39, 3B, very specific. So we stated here, there is no recollation that is being done here. Our laws doesn't speak about recollation. The only thing that is counted in the law is recount. We are doing a continuous collation where collation was not done properly, where collation were not ended, where collation was done under duress, where collation was done at the behest of the NDC. So we are not condoning with any illegality. If they know, they should go and read the law. For the records, this is a police station, right? They are questioning why a collation should be done at a police station. They should go and check the gazetted collation centers for the 2024 elections. Tatale Sanguli constituency, the collation center was the police station. We are here because they have sent in their hoodlums, causing chaos, doing all manner of things that is illegal and inimical to this our democracy. And media has captured all these things. We are here for the safety of the individuals, the safety of officers, the safety of the citizens of Ghana to have this exercise done and declarations are made so that the Electoral Commission can go ahead and gazette so that we will have a new president sworn in. For us, we are not here to threaten the police. We are not here to threaten the police. We are here to speak to the law, and the law must work. No individual has the individual right to threaten this nation. Let us all be set and know that political parties are there to govern and go. They will go, others will come, and they should set a good record when they are leaving.
You mentioned that there are a number of collation centers.
Others will be speaking, perhaps. Yes.
So I want to ask a direct question to you. You mentioned that a number of collation centers have been gazetted. Is the Tesano training school also part of those gazetted collation centers?
If you care to know, I have followed elections keenly. In 2012, I was the IT director for the Zabzugu constituency. My good friend here, the deputy director of elections for NDC, was the director of elections in the northern region. Collation was completed at the regional EC office, which was manned by the military. I was there personally. It's not that I'm reporting from anywhere. In 2020, the collation of Zabzugu, same constituency, was done in Tamale. So the collation of resource is done at a designated place. But when you go and disrupt the place and there is anarchy, insecurity, the Electoral Commission can choose a place that is secured enough to protect the vote of every individual in the country.
So is there no place in the Eastern region secured enough for this exercise?
Is there any bad thing at the police station here in Tesano where we have asked people who are Ghanaian citizens, who protect our lives, who does our internal security, cannot protect an internal collation of resource? Is there anything wrong with that?
You know, in the Eastern region, the EC office wanted to do this coalition. We were there. What happened there was an eyesore. The same hoodlums prevented a peaceful, continuous coalition of the results. We went 2 times. This was also moved to the Kufuria sector, but we couldn't do it because of this same insecurity. And that is what informed the EC to transfer this coalition to this place where adequate security can be provided. So let nobody think that this thing happening here is illegal. How can it be illegal if all these police officers and the security measures has been put in place? How can it be illegal if the police high command have not accepted and agreed with the EC that this should be done here? These are key questions we must ask when the NDC say that it is illegal. And I'm sorry to say that threatening police officers who are on their line of duty won't help our nation. So they should stop those things. They've won the presidency. We agree that. Let us move on as a nation without violence, without threatening. Let us move on. Let us go to our parliament. Those who have won, let us count. If the NDC believes that they've won these seats fairly, let us allow the EC to do the collation. When they are done, if they believe they've squarely won it, it will come out and everybody will see. Why are they preventing the EC to do their job? This is unacceptable. We must have one nation. With President John Mahama as a leader, he's now elected as the incoming president. We will all have to support him in his bid to rule this country and make Ghana a better place for us all. So why do we threat people? Why do we threat police officers doing their work? Government will go, government will come. We should respect these legal processes. And that is all I think we want to say for the NDC to understand.
With respect to Obuasi East, with respect to Obuasi East case, this same attitude exhibited by our friends from the NDC is what has led us here. Unruly behavior, attacks by thugs and hooligans prevented collation and official declaration at the Constituency Collation Center. In my case, for instance, I'm the MP and parliamentary candidate for Obuasi East for the 2024 parliamentary elections. Collation was done at the constituency level. Recollation was done upon the request of the NDC people. The outcome of the 2 collations was the same. I won the election by a margin of 19 votes, and we were waiting for official declaration when the whole hall was besieged by thugs and hoodlums of the National Democratic Party, who came and threatened the police, who came and threatened the PC and his supporters, who came and threatened the Electoral Commission officials. Some officials were beaten. The MP was at the gunpoint to sign the collation for declaration, illegal declaration to be done in favor of the NDC candidate. And you call this a fair process, and you call this something we should allow to stand in the books, in the statutes of the country, then I'm afraid for the future elections. So, at the regional level, the NDC were invited to bring their pin sheets. So were the NDC, the NPP parliamentary candidate. We went there with our pin sheets. Recollation was done. NDC refused to come, and have been invited by the headquarters, EC headquarters, for recollation to be done. And you said this location is not a designated or a gazetted collation center. The EC may so decide where they find a secure and a serene environment, because collation is minds work. It's not, collation is not done by hoodlums who come wielding machetes and guns to threaten everybody at the police station. My divisional police commander told me that my only options left were my life and the seat. I should choose one. Corroborated by divisional operations commander, corroborated by municipal crime officer. And you call this one a safe country, you call this one a free and fair election. Please, let's do the right thing. Let's follow the law.
All right, so members of the media, we thank you so much. Thank you. We as a party, we stand very firm. We are not going to be intimidated by any call. We are not going to be intimidated by any individual. We will stand for the law, and we will be here. If the commission so decides a continuation of that particular process, we are going to be here. And we know that the law will prevail. Thank you.